¿Qué fue?
Ya estoy grabando.
No sé.
Think blue.
¿Hoy dónde estás? ¿Estás descansando?
No sé, no mire el schedule.
Oh. Después pueden andar ahí por ahí, por ahí.
Porque unos días no van a jugar.
Oh, pues sí, descansan también.
Him or something about his bio, like Joe Smith bats 412 on Tuesdays in July with 78-degree weather and a tailwind north-northeast. No idea how they come up with those stats, but they're the ones that do it. So whenever you're like, well, who's doing that? That's who they are. They're weird people. I don't associate with them. The grass, the playing surface, is actually made of two types of grass, Bermuda and ryegrass. The reason for that is one type of grass actually dies out during the winter months, and the other grows more predominantly. So what that allows is that we have that perfect-looking, pristine field all year round. And it's really important for the Dodgers to have that because Hollywood is right over the hill. So there is actually a lot of filming that does take place at the ballpark. So we have to maintain that perfect-looking field all year round so that just in case there's any filming that needs to take place, that we're ready to go. The last thing I would like to point out up here is the Dodgers home dugout is located on the third base line. I don't know if you guys know, but most home dugouts are usually located on the first base line. So the reason we're told that is because, well, all the home offices are on the third base line, so we want to keep home and home together. Guys, I don't buy it for a second, though, because I'm sure you guys have been here for a day game, and you notice that that sun shines beautifully in the opposing team's dugout. It is literally about 10 degrees hotter in there on a game day, day game, than in the Dodgers dugout. So this is a nice little home field advantage that we do take advantage of. You guys have any questions at all?
Nope.
No? Did I cover everything? Come on, I know there's one question, the common question. As we head out here, actually, though, there is one thing I would like to point out, which is the Dodger Stadium, Oregon. We're a very traditional team, so we still do have a live Oregonist. Her name is Nancy B. Heffley. She will be entering her 22nd year this coming season. Stadium. As well as the World Series conference room. We also have the Brooklyn conference room and the what's the other one? The Brooklyn and the, I don't know, it's the one that's the Ambassador Center now. I cannot remember the name of it. I walk in there every day and I can't remember the name of it. It took place at Dodger Stadium over its years. The first picture you'll see is 1987, the off-season when Pope Jean-Paul II actually visited us and held match at the stadium. I always find that picture just a tad ironic in that, as I mentioned, that's the 87 off-season. What happened in 88? We wound up winning the World Series. It was a very magical season. So kind of ironic to me because apparently he blessed our stadium in that we wound up coming back. Yeah.
And it's just
I just find it hard to believe that it's like a smudge or something, because I'm like, I don't know why they would put it up if it's a, they fixed it. Yeah. So anyway, right here you guys will see one of the funniest pictures at Dodger Stadium. Elton John. Dodger Stadium does host at least one major concert every offseason. Right here you guys are going to see a bunch of fans being given hats on hat day every year at Dodger Stadium. Up in Concourse, each of these pictures are dedicated to different days and events that have taken place at when we were the Brooklyn Dodgers and at Ebbets Field. When we played at Ebbets Field. Right here you're going to see old-time comedian Emmett Kelly imitating old-school Dodger Roger Craig. We were known as the Brooklyn Buns because we continually made which was torn down a couple years after we left. There's just a bunch of apartment buildings there now, and I guess there's some type of placard that says, Ebbets was here. It's a historic landmark in some sense still. But cool story for you guys if you didn't know. The picture behind me, this is actually the main entrance at Ebbets. It was known as the Rotunda entrance. Does anyone know where the Mets got their uniform colors from? So I'll give you guys a hint. When they created the New York team, they wanted to honor essentially the old New York teams that had left. So what two teams left New York back then? It was us and the Giants, right. So that's where the Mets got their uniform colors from. They took the orange from the Giants and the blue from the Dodgers and created their logos and their color schemes. Now, so since we have a very connected history with the Mets are actually, to honor us as well as the days of Ebbets and all that stuff, they're actually recreating this entrance as their new entrance at their main entrance at their new field, Citi Field. If you guys go online, you can check it out. But brick by brick, the window paneling, the awning, and even the font will read Citi Field to a T the same exact way. And furthermore, to honor us as well as Jackie Robinson, they're actually renaming the Jackie Robinson Rotunda. So very cool thing they're doing for us. They're doing something for the Giantstown center field, but I don't know what it is, and I really don't care. Right here, you guys are going to see a bunch of gentlemen standing in line. As you guys know, I don't like the Giants very much. Right here, a bunch of gentlemen standing in line for bleacher seats. And I emphasize a bunch of gentlemen because I've looked at this picture probably over 150 times. I have never, ever seen a woman in this picture. I've been told there is one, but I've never found her, so good luck if you guys want to look for her. I'd like to also talk about the historic things that you've seen here, like the old cars, but cigarettes used to be allowed to be advertised everywhere, you know, not allowed today, and the ticket prices are just a little bit different than back then. And this is actually the late 40s, early 50s. That's actually double what a bleacher seat was. It used to be 50 to 55 cents. The reason it's doubled, they're standing in line for a World Series game.
Where was Ebbets here?
Ebbets was in Brooklyn.
Oh.
Yeah. What was I going to say? There's a funny story. A gentleman that was much older was on one of my tours, and he was telling me about when he used to go to games at Ebbets Field as a kid. And when they would hit a home run into the bleacher seats, whatever section the home run landed in, they would actually walk through the aisle and hand out cigarettes. Isn't that crazy? This time has changed. So where we're going right now is, this is one of the 33 luxury suites at the stadium. You can head in here. As I mentioned earlier, there's 33 of them all in all. This one's one of the larger ones. This is sold actually to 25 people with the option to purchase up to 10 more tickets. So you can fit 35 in here, and it's quite comfortable. There's 4 TVs above as you enter, if you didn't notice. One in the cabinet as well as a Blu-ray DVD player, and a plasma screen on the wall. And you guys can see there's one TV outside which is always tuned to Dodger baseball. Cool feature about the suites though, by far and large, is they open 3/4 of the way. So you know you get that really nice indoor, outdoor type feel standing in here. Oh, really?